Mi familia, right? Today we'll be discussing mi familia, that is my family. And I apologize because I seem to be having problem no, on on sharing my screen. No, I cannot share it with full screen. So for today, please bear with me. Ganito lang muna ang presentation natin. Right, let's go to the next slide. So usually, if it's full screen, it wouldn't be as full as this first, okay? So para hindi kayo ma-overwhelm. Now, look at this first, no? Look at this, jo. I want you to look at jo, that is I, okay? For example, this is your family picture, right? This is your family picture and that is you, I. No, in English, it is I. Please take down some notes because we'll be having a quiz no next meeting, and after that I will only be posting this PowerPoint, so I won't be posting the PowerPoint before your quiz. So whatever it is that you have written, that's what you will be reviewing. Okay, so Jo, that's you. And then look at this first, no? Tengo un hermano. All right. Tengo un hermano is from the verb. Now you have to help me here. So if you want to finish right away, no, because today's discussion will be very quick lang. It's about 1 hour. So if you help me, if you answer right away, then it's gonna be faster. Okay. So what verb is tengo? What is the infinitive form? What verb is that? I'm not asking this because it's a new no concept. This is old concept already. So I suppose you already know this, no? Some we have been repeating and repeating all over again. So this is not a new concept to you guys. You just have to recall your midterms, your module 7. No, what is this? What verb? Tengo. Tener. Muy bien. Let's try to conjugate it as a review. Yo, first person. Which one? Yo,
Teno, ma'am.
not really teno. You have to add one more letter. Sabi ni Mark yo teno. Applying the rule of conjugation, right? Yeah, you did apply the rule, you add O, but you're missing one letter because this is somehow semi irregular, no? It's not yo teno, but rather
Tengo.
tengo. Muy bien. Tú
Tienes.
tienes. Él, ella, usted
Tiene.
Tiene.
tiene. Okay. So this is tener. Okay. I'm sure you already know that by now. And that means to have. And when I say tengo un hermano, it means, what does it mean?
I have a brother.
I have a brother. Muy bien. And un here is, what is it? Is an example. It's an article, right? But what article? What kind of article? Diba in English this means right? So a, an, and some. What kind of articles are these?
Definite.
Sorry,
Definite, ma'am.
Indefinite.
malapit na. What?
Indefinite.
Definite?
In, ma'am.
Indefinite. Muy bien. Who are those so far? Glenmark. Do we have si Glenmark ba yun?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So, indefinite articles. All right. So, this time around, I will not be putting English translation. So, you better make sure that you have understood or you can understand every word in the sentence. Okay. So, tengo, I have. Un is indefinite article a. Hermano is. What is hermano? What is hermano, people?
Younger brother.
Yeah, brother, just brother. Okay, we have brother. Later, if you want to say younger or older, you will find that out in the video. Okay, so hermano is brother. And then look at this, tengo una hermana. Of course, that is now your
Sister.
sister. Okay, and take note, it's una because it's a feminine, no? Una hermana, un hermano. You remember that from your articles, right? Un, una, unos, unas. Okay, for plural. Let's proceed to here. Ellos son mis hermanos. Okay, ellos is now what pronoun? What pronoun is ellos from your last module?
They.
They. And what is son? What verb is son? From what verb? Which infinitive form? We've discussed that last meeting.
Ser po.
Ser. Okay, may I know the name? Ser. Who was that?
Erika po.
Erica. Okay, so we have here ser. Let's conjugate. Let's try to conjugate ser before we continue. Yo
Soy.
soy. Tú
Eres.
eres. Muy bien. Él, ella, usted
Es.
es. Okay, let's stop with that. Muy bien. Now, okay. Ellos, this time now, here, ellos. The conjugation is? What's the conjugation now for ellos? Ser, ellos,
Son.
son. Okay, and in English, that is they are, right? Mis now is my. And of course, hermanos here, what do we mean by hermanos? What do we mean by hermanos? Anyone?
Both brother and sister po.
Okay, so in this context, we want to say they are my
Siblings.
siblings. All right, so they are my siblings. Now, let's go here. Él es mi papá. Él, you already know that. Es, you also know that already from here. Mi is my, and padre or papa is father. Okay? Ella es mi mamá, or ella es mi madre. Ella is now what pronoun?
She.
She.
She. She is my mom. Okay. And ellos son mis padres. What does it mean?
They are my
They are
parents.
my
They
parents.
are my parents. Muy bien. Let's go to this side. Él es mi abuelo. Who is that? Él es, he is my
Grandfather.
grandfather. Ella es mi abuela. She is my
Grandmother.
grandmother. And ellos son mis abuelos is,
Grandparent.
they are
Grandparents.
my grandparents. Okay. I hope you understood this concept, no? This pronouns, using of pronouns and the family terms. Are we clear on this slide? Yes? Moving on. Okay. Any questions so far? Wala, right? Next. We have here now árbol genealógico. Okay. Repite, por favor, mi árbol genealógico.
Mi
Mi árbol.
Mi árbol
Genealógico.
One more time. Okay. Una vez más. Mi árbol genealógico.
Mi
Mi
árbol
árbol
genealógico.
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 Okay, good. So that is now the family tree. As you can see on your left side, we are now using what kind of article? What article are we using? In this side, a while ago we have talked about indefinite, and now what are these? Los, el, la,
Definite article.
definite. In English, what is that? The definite, what article?
The.
The. Okay, muy bien. Oops. Okay, definite the, right? It just depends if it's a masculine, feminine, or a group of masculine or a group of feminine, or together or mix. Okay, so we have here los abuelos because it's a mix of grandfather and grandmother. We have here el padre, la madre. You already know this side. Okay, now let's go to this side naman. El tía and el tío rather and la tía. Okay, so what are the? Who are these? Who is now tío and who is tía?
Uncle.
Uncle. Okay, muy bien. And tía is
Aunt.
your aunt. Muy bien. Now, this is now your tío and tía. They have children. Okay, and the children are now your
Cousin.
cousins. And in Spanish, it is el primo if it's masculine and la prima if it's feminine. What about the cousins? Los
Primo.
missing one letter.
Primos.
Los primos. Right. So they are now your cousins or los primos, your primos. Okay. So now we have new family members. We have tío, tía, and your primos. Next. Okay, we have here a bigger family tree. You can also, miembros de la familia, no? So we have here casados. It means married. And please look at the legend here as well. Hombre. Hombre is male. And mujer is female. So when you see hombre, when you see color blue, no, it means they are hombre. They are male. And when you see pink, they are female. Okay. So casados is married. Right. And hijos are the children of whoever's. Okay. So abuelo, abuela, you already know that they are married. And then these are their children. Where are you? It's there. That is two. No, you. Two. Okay. So children of your abuelo could be your father, mother, your madre, or padre. Could be also your tío, tía. Okay. Now, let's go here. You have brother and sister. You have hermano, hermana. Now, your hermano now married someone. Again, your hermano married someone, and that someone is called, how do you call that someone?
In-law. Sister-in-law.
Sister-in-law. Okay, that is now your sister-in-law, which is in Spanish is called cuñada. Okay, it's now your cuñada. Now, your sister-in-law and your brother have children, and these are now your
Niece.
niece and
Nephew.
nephew. Good. Okay, these are now your niece or nephew. And in Spanish, they're called sobrino for nephew and sobrina for niece. What about together? Los
Sobrinos.
sobrinos. Okay. Okay. Yeah. So los sobrinos and las sobrinas. Okay. All right. Next. Ta-na-na-na. Let's go to, you already know that, primo, prima as well. They're your cousin. Let's go to you. And now you have here, oh, you have children, okay? And now your children is called hijo or hija. We are familiar with that, right? Because we have that in Filipino. Única hija, único hijo, right? Now your hija married someone. Casados. Your hija married someone, and that someone is now your
Son-in-law.
son-in-law, which is in Spanish, yerno.
Yerno.
Okay. And your hijo married someone, and that someone, a lady, is called nuera, your daughter-in-law. Okay. Now, the mother and father of your daughter or son-in-law is called suegro or suegra here. Okay. Who are they now? In Tagalog, what do we call them? Balae.
Balae.
Yes, okay. They're your balae, suegro or suegra. All right. Now, your hija and yerno have children, and these are now your
Grandchildren.
grandchildren. Muy bien. And you can call them nieto if it's a boy, and nieta if it's a girl. Good? Any questions? Are we clear on that?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Sige, dagdagan natin. Dagdagan pa natin ang family tree now. We have this one. You already know abuelo, abuela, tío, tía, primo, prima, hermano, hermana. Anong bago? We have here el padrastro and la madrastra. So bago to ngayon. No? And look at the arrow. You're la madre and el padre. But they are connected with another people. What happened here?
Stepfather po. Stepfather.
Stepfather. Okay. El padrastro now is your stepfather. Okay. And la madrastra is your
Stepmother.
stepmother. Muy bien. And so, look at this arrow. La madrastra. Ayan. Your la madrastra, your madrastra now have kids. And these, no, that you can call them hermanastro and hermanastra. Okay? So question. Are you related by blood with your hermanastro and hermanastra?
No.
No. Okay. Are you sure? Sure? Who says yes? Who says related by blood? Okay. We have one who says not related.
Not related.
Not related. Okay. The correct answer is you are not related by blood. Okay. So your step, brother and sister, your hermanastra, you are not related to them by blood because they are the daughter and son of your stepmom from another man. What do we call now your, what about if your father and your stepmom have kids? What do you call them?
Half sister, half brother.
Muy bien, Stephen. Okay. So your half brother and half sister, you call them now medio hermano and media hermana. And this is now the whole vocabulary, no, that we have just identified when it comes to the family. Please memorize this. Yeah. Okay. So next, let's take a look at how we can describe other family. For example, a third person point of view of presenting our presenting family, no? So it's another person who has a family, not us. Let's say Nico. This is Nico now. Okay. Nico es el hijo. Now you have a new word here, de. De means from. Okay, it means from or of. So more appropriate in this context is of. Okay, so de. So now, Nico es el hijo de Gaston. Is it correct? Nico es el hijo de Gaston. Correcto. Gaston y Ana son, because they're two, los padres de Nico. Okay, are we clear? Let's cite another example. Before you will have to give your own example, okay, as part of your attendance. Now, who will we choose? Let's say Josefine es la tía de Pilar. Okay. Josefine es la tía de Pilar. Is it correct? Correct? You have to focus on this, okay? Because this will, as I was saying, Josefine es la tía de Pilar. Tama ba? Correct, right? So, the same. Josefine es la tía de Felipe or de Nico. Okay? So, by the way, no, you can also, this is another word, ¿quién es? Question word rather. So, ¿quién es? ¿Quién es who is. ¿Quién es, for example, ¿quién es el hijo de Gastón? So this one now is, who is the son of Gaston? Who is the son? ¿Quién es el hijo de Gaston? Then that is now Nico or Felipe, right? Okay, so I hope everyone is back. It's your turn. Okay, ese es tu turno. Ese is your turn to write sentences just like this. Okay, type it in chat because I will be basing that. Okay, I will be basing your attendance and participation in those sentences that you have written. If you have not written any sentences, then you will be marked absent. Okay, so I will give you 1 minute to write those sentences and you can send it here in chat. Time starts now. Don't use quien. Don't use quien. Okay, do not use quien. You just have to say who is who. Christian is so and so de whoever. Okay, don't use quien. $30. And 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, so let's save that. And this will be your attendance. 1, 2, 9, 10. I only have 12. Okay, and we're 17. Sige, merong mga 5 na hindi nakikinig. Alright. Okay. It's okay. Alright, so there you go. Ang sabi ni Jean, Felipe es el nieto de Jose. You have to correct with me, okay? If you think it's wrong, tell me, okay? You have to tell the class. Okay. So, Felipe es el nieto de Jose. Tama ba? Is it correct, class? Felipe es el nieto de Jose. Correct? Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. What about yung kay Erica? Christian y Silvia son los padres de Simón, Camila, Gonzalo y Gaston. Correct?
Yes.
Okay, yes. Sabi ni Stephanie, Pilar es el hija de Gaston. Pilar es el hija de Gaston, correct?
No, ma'am.
O bakit no? Bakit no? Because
Um,
now of
dapat la instead of el, ma'am.
muy bien. Okay. So dapat la instead of el. Pilar es la hija de Gaston. Very good. Okay. Silungatan ba yon?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Very good. So, next, Matthew es la tío de Pilar. Tama ba? Correct or no? Come on, if you want to finish, like, to finish earlier, you have to answer. Matthew es la tío de Pilar. Is it correct?
No, ma'am,
Why?
because of the la.
Okay, it should be
El.
el. Es el tío de Pilar. Please remember, ha? Tío is male. Christian y Silvia son los abuelos de Nico. Christian y Silvia son los abuelos de Nico. Correct? Sabi ni Girly, Simón es el hijo de Christian. Simón es el hijo de Christian, correct? Pilar es la hija de Gastón. Okay. Matthew es la tío de Felipe. Matthew, where's Matthew? Es la tío de Felipe. Correct ba? Is it correct, everyone? Sorry, sabi ni Mark, Matthew es la tío de Felipe.
No, ma'am. Ma'am, wrong.
Because it should be
Ma'am L.
el tío. Okay, you corrected yourself. All right. Abril y Teo son los sobrinos de Nico. Is it correct? Abril y Teo son los sobrinos de Nico. Tama ba? So what did we say? Sobrinos is now nephew or niece. Okay. So is this correct? Yung sinabi ni Denny Chris, Abril y Teo son los sobrinos de Nico. Tama ba? Come on. We are down to a few more slides. Okay, I could wait here until later. Sige, instead of finishing 1 hour, we could finish the whole period. I don't want to be repeating and repeating the question. If I ask once, please answer once or right away. Don't make me repeat the question over and over again. Okay. So,
Primos po dapat.
primos. Okay. Primos dapat. Very good. Thank you, Jean. All right. So, Abril y Teo son los primos. It's not sobrino. Sobrinos. Okay. Next, Felipe, él es hijo de Gastón. Felipe es el hijo de Gastón. Okay. Abril es la hija de Josefín. Correct. Abril es la prima de Nico. La prima de Nico, correct. Camila es la tía de Abril. Where's Camila? Camila es la tía. Camila there de Abril. Muy bien. Pilar O ano sabi ni Danry? Pilar, hija de abuela Silvia. Medyo kulang. Pilar, Danry, how can you make this complete? Where is Pilar? Pilar? Okay. Hija de abuela Silvia. I don't understand this sentence. Danry, what do you mean by this? Are you there?
Hello, ma'am.
Okay, what is this
Um,
sentence?
Ma'am, Pilar es la hija de abuela Silvia.
Pilar is la hija, is the daughter of Silvia?
Es la nieta de la abuela Silvia.
Yes, okay. Es la nieta. Muy
Es
bien.
la nieta.
Okay. Es la nieta de abuela Silvia. All right. Muy bien. Okay. Medyo, it took longer lang. Okay, but yes. Good, very good. You have a ample understanding or knowledge of this topic already. Now let's go to a video that we will be watching. ¿Tienes hijos or tienes hermanos? It means, do you have a son or do you have a daughter? Okay, so please listen carefully, watch the video because the first part will be pure Spanish. Okay, so let's see if you can understand already some words or answers or sentences, okay, from Spanish native speakers, right? Let's test the audio first. Can you hear the audio?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, let's watch this.
Estáis viendo Coffee Break Spanish.
Hola, bienvenidos a un nuevo capítulo de Coffee Break Spanish to Go. Hoy vamos a hablar de la familia y tenemos dos preguntas. Por ejemplo, ¿tienes hermanos? O ¿tienes hijos? Y más formal, ¿tiene usted hermanos? O ¿tiene usted hijos? Ahora vamos a escuchar las respuestas de la gente.
Sí, tengo un hermano mayor.
Sí,
Yo tengo una hermana.
y un hermano.
Yo tengo un hermano y una hermana.
Yo tengo un hermano y una hermana también.
Sí, tengo dos hermanos, un hermano y una hermana.
Sí, esta es mi hermana. Sí, este es mi hermano.
Tengo un hermano de 25 años.
Sí, tengo una hermana más pequeña, solo se lleva un año conmigo.
Tengo 3 hijos, 2 varones y una hembra. Y 2 nietos.
Hermanos, sí, tengo dos más chicos que yo.
Sí, tengo un hermano grande y una hermana pequeña.
Sí, tengo 2 hermanos, uno más mayor y otro más pequeño.
Una hermana que vive en Valencia.
Tengo un hermano, Diego, que tiene un año menos que yo y está ahora en Inglaterra trabajando y aprendiendo inglés. Y tengo una hermana, Gabriela, que ahora está en Francia aprendiendo francés en Bretaña.
¡Qué interesante! Muy bien, ahora vamos a ver en más detalle estas respuestas.
Sí, tengo un hermano mayor.
Sí,
Yo tengo una hermana.
y un hermano.
Yo tengo un hermano y una hermana.
Yo tengo un hermano y una hermana también.
Sí, tengo dos hermanos, un hermano y una hermana.
Sí, esta es mi hermana. Sí, este es mi hermano.
Tengo un hermano de 25 años.
Sí, tengo una hermana más pequeña, solo se lleva un año conmigo.
Tengo 3 hijos, 2 varones y una hembra. Y 2 nietos.
Hermanos, sí, tengo dos más chicos que yo.
Sí, tengo un hermano grande y una hermana pequeña.
Sí, tengo 2 hermanos, uno más mayor y otro más pequeño.
Una hermana que vive en Valencia.
Tengo un hermano, Diego, que tiene un año menos que yo y está ahora en Inglaterra trabajando y aprendiendo inglés. Y tengo una hermana, Gabriela, que ahora está en Francia aprendiendo francés en Bretaña.
Es tu turno. Tengo una pregunta para ti. ¿Tú tienes hermanos o tienes hijos? Fantástico. Pues eso es todo por hoy. Nos vemos en el próximo capítulo de Coffee Break Spanish to Go. ¡Hasta luego!
All right, so tienes hermanos. How much have you understood? So, yes. Yeah. Más pequeños, mejor. Hermana mayor, no? Is older sister, no? Elder sister, hermana mayor, okay? And menor is younger, okay? Mayor and menor. All right, so any questions so far? Are we clear on that? Yeah. I'm so excited for your quiz because it seems like you have understood so far our topic because you don't ask any questions. Okay. Now, let's proceed to my and your, okay? So just a quick one. We're going to brush through this quickly because we'll be using most of this. No? So, mi familia, tu familia, no? My family, your family. So that is just me, singular, both in feminine and masculine. If you want to say plural, like my sisters, then you have to add s, no? Regardless if it's masculine or feminine, it should be with s, mis. So it's either me or mis only. Same with tu. Tu is you, no? It's either tu without the accent. You remember we have discussed that. Without accent is your. Tu is singular, feminine or masculine, and tus is plural. Okay. Sorry for that. Next, let's go to this one. Any question? Clear on this? Now this one naman, medyo, no? Medyo complicated, but don't get confused. This time, we want to say his name or her name is, or she is called, okay? We want to say, I have a brother. He is called Juan, something like that, no? Tengo un hermano, no? Se llama. We want to say se llama. We should say se llama now. So, mi madre se llama. It's the same. Now, let's take a look at this verb, llamar. Have we discussed the conjugation of this before? If not, then let's do it. If yes, then let's review. Llamar. Now, help me with this. Let's conjugate this. Yo me
llamo.
Llamo. Okay, because again, this means to be called. Okay. Yo me llamo. And then tú te llamas from the phrase ¿Cómo te llamas? Remember, ¿Cómo te llamas? Right? And then él, ella, usted se llama. Okay? You might get confused. Okay. There. All right. So this is now a conjugation. Short until third person singular. Él, ella, se llama. If you remove the personal pronoun, it's the same, but do not remove the reflexive pronoun. Okay? Do not remove me. Do not remove te. or se. That's why remember me llamo, I am called. Te llamas, ¿cómo te llamas? Or se llama. Let's go now to se llama. Mi madre se llama. Okay. Or ella se llama. Mis hermanos, if we go to plural, mis hermanos se llaman. You just add N. Se, but it's still the same reflexive here. The same reflexive pronoun, but you have to add now N. Okay? Se llaman. All right. Their names are ellos or ellas se llaman. Any questions? Let's watch a short video again regarding that.
Hello, in this video you're going to learn how to introduce and describe someone else. To ask what's his or her name, we ask ¿Cómo se llama? To answer that, we say se llama. For example, ¿Cómo se llama? What's her name? Se llama Julia. Her name is Julia. ¿Cómo se llama? What's his name? Se llama Fernando. To ask what is he or she like, we ask ¿Cómo es? He or she is, we use the word es. ¿Cómo es? What's he like? Es muy perezoso. He's very lazy. ¿Cómo es? Which is asking what is she like? Es muy activa. She's very active.
All right. So the first part, it explains this. The second part, ¿Cómo es? This now explains or introduces rather the next part of our discussion, describing our family, describing your family. ¿Cómo es? So, ¿Cómo es tu padre? ¿Cómo es tu madre? How is your father? How is your mother? In terms of, we would now describe them physically, no? We will use the most common physical adjectives as well as the most common adjectives like friendly, fat, or slim, no? These kinds of adjectives. All right, so ¿Cómo es tu padre? ¿Cómo es tu madre? Mi padre es alto, pero mi madre es baja. Okay, please refer to this for the meaning of the adjectives. Mis padres son amables. Now you have to use son because you are now using my parents are. It's plural, son. Mi tío es gordo, pero mi tía es delgada. Mi tío es gordo, pero mi tía es delgada. Okay. Repite, por favor. Mi padre es alto, pero mi madre es baja.
Mi padre
es alto, pero mi madre es baja.
Mis padres son amables.
Mis padres son
amables.
Mi tío es gordo, pero mi tía es delgada.
Mi tío
es gordo, pero mi tía es delgada.
Okay, I can only hear same voices. What about the rest? Okay, so moving on. Mis abuelos son viejos. Viejos now is old, and soy joven is young. Mi hermana es tímida. Mi hermano es amistoso. Okay, repite, por favor. Mis abuelos son viejos. Soy joven.
Mis abuelos son viejos. Soy joven.
Mi hermana es tímida. Mi hermano es amistoso.
Mi hermana es tímida. Mi hermano es amistoso.
Right. Now, next we will have here. So this is now describing one person from the family. No, we will be describing her with more adjectives. This is how it would go like. It would sound like rather. So Vicky es la abuela, or Vicky es mi abuela. Ella es simpática. Ella es baja y vieja. Baja y vieja. Vieja is old lady. Ella tiene ojos castaños. Tiene is again have. She has. Ojos is eyes. So castaños now is brown. She has brown eyes. Tiene ojos castaños. Ella tiene pelo is hair. Corto is short. So she has short hair. Y tiene canas. Canas now is a noun you use when you want to say gray hair, no? Gray hair is called canas. Although pelo is the Spanish translation for hair. Okay, but if you want to say gray hair, it's called now canas. Okay, repite por favor. Vicky es la abuela.
Vicky es la abuela.
Ella es simpática.
Ella es simpática.
Ella es baja y vieja.
Ella es baja y vieja.
Tiene ojos castaños.
Ella tiene ojos castaños.
Tiene pelo corto y tiene canas.
Ella tiene pelo corto.
Y tiene canas.
Okay, again, I told you can omit ella when you use this. Es simpática, es baja, tiene ojos castaños, tiene pelo corto. Okay, now, last example. Okay, David. David es mi tío. David es el tío. Él es alto. Maybe you already are familiar with some of the adjectives. Él es grande, pero no es corto. No es negative. So he is big, pero is but. He is not fat. Okay. Él tiene ojos cafés. Cafés is brown, so it's also brown. Él tiene pelo corto y café. So he has short hair and brown hair as well. Okay. Repite, por favor. David es el tío.
David es el tío.
Él es alto.
Él es alto.
Él es grande, pero no es corto.
Él es grande, pero no es gordo.
Él tiene ojos cafés.
Él tiene ojos cafés.
Él tiene pelo corto y café.
Él tiene
pelo corto y café.
Muy, muy bien. All right. So we have here some videos. You can just watch it on your free time as you go over this PowerPoint after your quiz. Okay. So again, you will be having a quiz next meeting. So I hope you have taken down some notes, right?